Hey everybody, welcome back to Three Balls and a Puck. If you watched the previous video, we did the Western Conference way too early 2018-19 predictions for the playoffs. Well, we're back for the Eastern Conference, and boy was it hard to find teams. If you watched the previous video on the Western Conference, we had all but 3 teams represented on the teams we thought at least had a shot to make it. Well, now we only have 7 teams, and 8 make the playoffs, so... Just to give you a quick rundown, we got Celtics, Pacers, Heat, Bucks, 76ers, Raptors, and Wizards are teams that we think can make it. Emphasis on we. And teams we don't think really have a chance are Hawks, Nets, Hornets, Bulls, Cavaliers, Pistons, Knicks, and the Orlando Magic. So I'll kick this off to you first. Daniel, who do you think will be the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference?
That's pretty easy. The Celtics. I think it's pretty easy.
They go to the Celtics? You want maybe a little reason why?
You know, they were already a top team last year, and they're getting Irving and Hayward back. Anybody who knows basketball kind of knows all the points. They have good depth with Brown off the bench, and Tatum. And it's just they have an overall really good team.
Yeah, they got the experience.
Yeah, Brad Stevens doesn't hurt to have
they got the experience, you're right. They already did it. They were obviously the number 1 seed. And then now last year they weren't. But obviously they lost Kyrie and then Hayward on opening night. And now there's that big, I think his name's LeBron James, doesn't play over there anymore. So that's going to be a huge relief to where, who's your biggest matchup over there? I'm going to agree. I'll write mine in, I'll write mine in black as well. I'm just going to go Celtics. If you're looking at the DB, his last name is Boxberger. Daniel Boxberger. Mine's Bradley Velasquez, so BV. Last time we wrote it in different colors, it was I was confusing myself. Okay, number 2 seed. Cross them off. Wow, I have no idea. I'm going to go with the best player in the conference, and I'm going to go with Kawhi Leonard. So I'm going to go with the Raptors. And that's my reasoning. So if you're like, you don't know anything about basketball, well, I think I do because I'm going with the second best player. Probably, actually, in my opinion, the best player in the conference. Now LeBron James isn't there.
Yeah, I'm going to go a little different. I'm going to go with the Bucks.
Okay.
A team that's been underachieving quite some time now. I'd say at least 2 years. They actually have a good coach now. Banking on that. And I think it's just weak competition. And Giannis, I like Leonard a little more, but he's right. I mean, I think either one is probably the best player in the East. You make an argument for Kyrie Irving too. But yeah, the Bucks just have a lot of talent, a lot of length, a lot of talent, and the guy just keeps getting better, and then good coaching now. So
I just went on a little thing here on my own. I just decided to keep it where yours are on top and mine are on the bottom. Yeah, that's stuff it's just me thinking on the fly. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks 3rd. Because I just think Kawhi's better. I feel like he can carry the team. So I'm going to go with the Bucks and the 3rd seed. Which means we can take them off the list.
Oh, man, this one's tough for me. I'm going to go with the Pacers.
Pacers, okay.
I know it's a little bit of a stretch.
Give us your reasoning.
They came on strong. They had really good depth, good starters, and they're all young. They're all going to be a year better, and they added depth in free agency. Especially Tyreke Evans, I thought was a great pickup.
Yeah,
and
I agree with that.
They kind of remind me of one of those teams, kind of like the Raptors last year, where they're a really good regular season team.
Playoffs.
They're getting better, so I think, they can sneak in there ahead of maybe your Raptors or Sixers or something like that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Your Pacers, I'm going to go ahead and go with, it's tough. I'm going to go with the 76ers. I just think they're going to be a year farther down the road, more experience. Maybe Ben Simmons learns to shoot the ball. Who knows? And I have them at the 4th seed. Not much competition in this conference, as you can see.
Yeah, I'll agree with you since you're riding with the 76ers at the 4th seed.
76ers as well, okay.
Kind of, I think they beat up on really bad teams at the end of last year when they were barely above 500. They're obviously going to be better than that, I think, just off getting better, but I don't trust Embiid's health. I don't really think they added much on to their team this offseason. Having said that, I could see them in the Eastern Conference Final. Definitely, I think they'll go farther than the Pacers and possibly farther than the Bucks.
Yeah.
Just playoffs. Well, I just don't think they have depth in the injuries concern me.
So
They're still
yeah.
extremely young.
So you're essentially saying Pacers regular season, they're going to really be gunning for it. And the 76ers, a little more experience, may dial it back a little bit. Health.
Well, I don't think they
might
have as
be an
much
issue.
experience. I think they're inexperienced. I think it's just the health and the depth
Okay.
issue. But
Okay.
I think the 76ers and Bucks are going to fight out for the right to lose to the Celtics.
Okay, I can see that. All right, for the 5, see, that's where I have the Pacers. And not like I'm an expert, but that's just
Far from.
where I have them. Ugly writing. Which means we can take them off the board.
Yeah, and that's where I have the Raptors.
Okay.
If it wasn't because they upgraded with Kawhi, but how interested is he? And they just got rid of the coach of the year. So those two things they do have great depth. So I don't know. They're similar to the Pacers with a little bit more talent, but I don't know. There's something just a little off.
The coach
with the
can be
Kawhi
the-
thing
the
and
coach
the
can
coach
be the
thing
biggest
kind of
thing,
concerned me. So I think there might be a little bit of down. Well, they might be losing a little early and then kind of come on.
And then all the things, kind of all the rumors surrounding that you're hearing, well, Kawhi still wants to come to LA anyways, so you're just like, oh man, and he's playing in a Canadian market, so it's got to be tough. Okay, let's go on to the
This
next one
one's
here.
All right, this is where it starts to get a little tough.
Yeah. Run out of teams.
I'm gonna go with the Heat.
Okay.
It just seems like every year, no matter what, they always have decent talent. Eric Spoelstra, I think he's proven he's a pretty good coach because it seems like they overachieve all the time. And every second half the last 2 years, they come off with one of the top 3 or 4 records in the East. And so, I don't think they're very good, but, better than some of the other teams.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with the Wizards. I think once we get down here, you can see he has the Heat, I have the Wizards. They're not crossed off the list yet, but we're going to have to pull a team from here. So I think you can see that these 3 seeds, maybe even these 4 seeds, may be teams that finish below 500 and still get in the playoffs because the East is that deprived of the talent that the West have. I don't want to say deprived of talent. These guys are all very talented, but deprived of the talent that exists in the Western Conference. So I'm gonna go Wizards, and I guess we'll see what kind of happens with that roster. But yeah, I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
Wizards.
the Wizards are my 7th seed. I'll just go ahead since
We're
you're
gonna go
doing
Wizards.
it.
Okay.
I'd like to think that John Wall, Beal, and Dwight Howard can have another 16 and 12 a year, and they can kind of get back to where looked like they were up and coming. They were a 3 seed. It just seems like it's not the right personality mesh there. And I alluded to in the Western Conference one, I sense a John Wall trade coming, whether this season or
Yeah.
next. So I don't know. But way better than these teams. So
Yeah, which is as he was talking, if you were watching, you probably noticed, I just put the Heat right there. These are the only teams I think that have at least the talent to, if you don't make the playoffs and you're one of these 7 teams, I just feel like you did something wrong in the Eastern Conference. And if you make the playoffs as one of these teams, I feel like you did something right, as sad as that may sound. So we can cross these off. And we're now going to pick from the teams we don't think are going to make the playoffs as our final seed. Our last team now that we have to pull from, I don't feel good about any of these. So my methodology here is, I guess I'm going to go with a team that's just going to have too much pride to let LeBron James get the victory and go, oh, you think we can't make the playoffs without you? I'm going to go with the Cavaliers. Do I think they're a good team? No, I don't. I don't think they're good at all, but I'm going to go with the Cavaliers as my final seed. And I think this team may be 5 to 6 games below 500 and make it. Just because I don't know when the Western Conference matches up with the Eastern Conference, if the Eastern Conference wins a game and you're not the Celtics, or you're not maybe one of these other top seeds, look, if you're not the Celtics, let's just go back to that. I don't think you're going to win a game. The Eastern Conference might be that bad. But, I could be entirely wrong. These rookies can come in and, really surprise people. And all it takes is really one rookie, as we saw, the year prior. So, what about you?
Yeah, it's just tough. I like what the Bulls are doing, where they're taking, like they have a good young core. They got Jabari Parker on a high reward, low risk type deal. But I'm gonna go to the Pistons.
Okay.
Just because they are stuck with the roster they have with those contracts with Drummond, Blake Griffin, and I think if Reggie Jackson stays healthy, they're not good, but they're better than the other teams there. They have more talent. And they still have young guys that haven't really proven it, but you never know if one pops.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, I'd kind of go in this batch, probably the Pistons, Bulls, and Cavs would be where I'd grab from, kind of like a grab bag.
Okay.
I don't know. They all suck, so, I mean.
So if you had to say it wasn't the Pistons, you just mentioned it would be who? Who else do you think would make
Bulls
it?
or Cavs. I think Hornets, Kemba's getting traded, Nets still suck, Hawks still suck, Knicks still suck, Magic still suck, so.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
a
gonna
lot
have
of teams suck,
yeah.
so.
I'm gonna take your word for it on that one. I don't know if you're a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, you're watching this, you're going, yeah. Even if you're a Miami Heat fan, if you're a Wizards fan, based on my predictions, obviously, I don't know what you're rooting for because the Eastern Conference really needs to figure it out.
Yeah, I think the seeds, even both teams, like the fifth seed, they don't even have a chance. They have a chance to maybe make the Eastern Conference Finals if they get hot. That's like their high ceiling. They don't even have a chance.
Well, we saw them take Cleveland to 7 games, but they still found a way to lose it.
I think the Celtics are the only ones that can be competitive in the finals.
Personally, to me, it kind of feels like it's their conference to lose, and we're Laker fans, so I hate saying that. But that's just kind of the way it feels.
Yeah, you can get a couple matchup problems for the West if you do face the Sixers or Bucks.
Kind of feels like this is what it's going to be right here.
They have some talent, but
that's what it feels like to me.
But yeah, I don't. The East.
That's what it feels like to me.
Okay.
Celtics Eastern 2018-19 Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
hard to argue. It's pretty chalk there, at least the top. I mean, everybody knows. The NBA, that's the one thing about the NBA. It's usually pretty predictable,
which I mentioned in a prior video. The AFC in football seems to be there's parity for the teams that aren't named the Steelers and the Patriots below them, and then the NFC is entirely wide open. Hockey, you'll see. I mean, Ottawa was an overtime goal away from making the Stanley Cup, and now they're the dumpster fire of the NHL. But yeah, in NBA, if you're a number 1 seed, you're pretty much going to make the championship. So that's the one thing, especially if you're in the Eastern Conference and you pull a first round draw, Celtics against Cavaliers or Celtics against Pistons. So
yeah.
Anyways, thanks for watching 3 Balls and a Puck. My name's Bradley Velasquez. This is Daniel Boxberger. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you disliked it, be sure to hit the dislike button and let us know how to improve, what the heck we're doing wrong. And if you want to get notified of us making more videos like this, just hanging out, hit the notification bell, and please subscribe. Thanks again for watching.